Hello. Give me a second to rotate this. There we go. Hi. Welcome. It's time for a town hall with me, Susan Maude, Buchser-Lochocki, a presidential candidate, and it's a campaign update and also a press release about an upcoming event that I'm going to be part of. Technically, I'm also hosting it, but I'm also going to be talking there about my grievances as a presidential candidate. So I want to make an announcement about my artist self. So I'm not just a political candidate. I'm many things. I'm a mother, I'm an artist, I'm a Dadaist, I'm a peace promoter, and a stateswoman, a business owner, etc. What I'm also is, as an artist, I go by the name of Maude in Art. And as Maude in Art, I'm going to be holding an artwork called Summoning Peace. It's an interactive installation where you and me and everybody else who's around, and even people on Facebook, can participate. The space is limited, so it will be whomever is around and whoever is there sort of first will get to speak or be part of the installation if you're there in person. I'm going to be holding a Facebook Live like this at the event, so you can watch at home in the safety of your home or in the comfort of your home. It's going to be cold, and it might be a little rainy or snowy. I hope it's more snow than rain, but it's a little early to really predict. But it's January 6th at 1 p.m. in the afternoon, Washington, D.C. time. So if you're in the Washington area and you want to be there, then do that. If you're not in the Washington area and you want to be there, then come and join us, whoever is going to be there. And then if you're not at all interested in being there or you can't be there, then you can join online here on Facebook. I will be checking in periodically to see who's online and what's going on, and if people want to participate. There are many ways to do it. And so, the more the merrier. Audience participation is recommended to get the best out of it. So what I have is a flyer that has some of my smiles that I took from previous years and from previous places. A lot of these smiles that are in the flyer come from when I was in Nepal, actually, in Kathmandu, at a Unitarian Universalist conference there. And I took a lot of pictures of people smiling for peace. So it's part of my smile for peace. It's enough already, or now I'm changing it to say it's already enough, because we don't need these wars. And, if we can imagine living with war, if we can imagine the suffering that goes on with war, the destruction of plant and animal and buildings and infrastructure and human life, if we can accept that, which we seemingly do. I don't, but a lot of people do. And a lot of people accept it in the name of profit, which is disgusting. And if we, as human beings, think that this is okay, I am sorry for us. It is not acceptable. And we don't have to live with it anymore. We can change from today to tomorrow. So I am calling on a ceasefire, and that's what this summoning of peace is about, calling on a ceasefire between countries, between religions, between people of different ideas and beliefs, It doesn't matter. We all have a right to be here. We don't have a right to dominate others. We don't have a right to push our views on others. Everybody has a right to their own belief. Period. So, we seemingly currently do live in a war-torn, violent society. And it doesn't have to be this way. So let's imagine what peace looks like. I mean, first off, we have to start with ourselves. We have to find peace within. We have to accept us for ourselves, and then we have to start learning to accept the people around us, whether they're family members, or whether they're just friends, or whether they're not even anybody you really want to know. You might have to accept them anyways. So this is what summoning peace is all about. It's an artwork where we're going to summon the concept of peace into us so that we can bring it forward into the new year and into our lives and into our country and into our neighborhoods and into the world, and stop all the warring and the fighting and the greed and really move forward in a peaceful friendship way. It's what we can do. We can do it. We just have to decide. Enough of us have to decide, and then we have to go forward. I am tired of the crusades. I am tired of the hate. I am tired of the violence and the killing. It's enough. It's already enough. The destruction has to stop. Could you imagine what kind of a world we would have if people would focus on peace and being peaceful to each other and being helpful and useful and productive? Could you imagine how advanced we would be? Could you imagine how much healing and love there would be? It's really up to us. We can change. We can decide it. We are the only ones standing in our way. We are the only ones standing in our way. We really are the only ones standing in our way. We can change it anytime. It's time to summon peace. So join me on January 6th, either here on Facebook. It'll be on my art page, which is Maude Art. I'll put a link in this in the post here when I post this video later. So that will get you to watch it on Facebook Live on my art page, which is Maude Art. You can like and join that page if you want. And you can watch on January 6th starting at 1 p.m. I'll be having an art installation called Summoning Peace, the first summoning in the USA, and we're going to try to bring peace to ourselves and then gather that peace and the concept of peace, and in future, later in the year, I'll have a piece where we send it out to the world. Right now we're just summoning it. We're saying, hey, peace, come on, come to the USA, come to Washington, D.C. It's time to bring peace here. So that's the concept. Now you can join in by putting in the comments here peaceful thoughts that you want me to either read aloud or write on some ribbons that I'm going to have there, inspirational ribbons that I'm going to have. If you have a story where you have a grievance with the U.S. government that isn't too long, you can either make a video and attach it to this post, or you can write it in the post in the comments, and I'll see if I can be your voice, or if you want to come down and talk all by yourself. There'll be a little area where people who want to talk about their grievances can voice their grievances to Congress. All of Congress will be in session because they're going to be counting the votes from the presidential election. And As you know, I have a lawsuit still pending with the Supreme Court, and I hope that things will happen there sometime soon. I don't know. I know there's investigations going on with the FBI behind the scenes, so maybe they need more time. I don't know, but it's all still in the works. So the point is, you can participate online now, or you can even maybe participate. I'm not so good with internet and Facebook yet, but I'll try. But you could try to participate online from where you are on Facebook on that day. We can still try that. It might be slightly difficult, but I don't know. But the other thing is that if you come down to Washington, D.C. to be there for this artwork, for Summoning of Peace, then you can participate directly there. So it's up to you how you want to participate. I'll put some information too in the post about things that can be done. But the main thing is dress for the weather, of course. And I'm going to be near on the mall, but near the Capitol building. And yeah, come down and voice your grievance with your government. Let's get it recorded and get it out there so that they know what's wrong. We've got a new Congress then in session, and they're all going to be there because of the counting of the electoral votes. So it's going to be a big day, and let's get our voices heard. And if you know people who can't speak for themselves for whatever reason, maybe you want to tell their story, that's also welcome. So everything is possible. If you have some good inspirational ideas about peace and how to bring peace, put those down too in a few sentences, and maybe I can include those on the inspirational area of the artwork where people can get inspired about peace and a way to go forward in a peaceful way. So yeah, so that's what's going on. January 6th. I know, it's January 6th again. So let's see, I don't know what's going to happen. But I'm there to summon peace. And I would like you to join me in whatever way you can. I will be speaking not only as me as an artist, my artist self, like I said, modern art, or me, I'm going to tell my story about running for president and how several states refused to acknowledge me as a candidate because I wasn't registered to vote. Whatever that means. I mean, we know Texas had over 1 million people registered to vote who were not even U.S. citizens. So being registered to vote is meaningless. It's completely BS and meaningless. And there's lots of bad names, wrong names, dead names, misspelled names, wrong addresses, wrong birth dates. The list is fraudulent. And they're having people vote for you under fraudulent things, and it's just unacceptable. So that's what I'm going to be talking about as a presidential candidate at this event. And then I will be there as Citizen Susan, also talking about the fact that I am a U.S. citizen. I was born on a military base. And West Virginia threw out my vote. This election, they did not count it. I voted properly at the right place. I had my passport. I could prove I was a citizen. And they didn't count my vote. Can you believe that? I'm speechless. West Virginia. I'm sorry. Out of control. Out of control. So anyway, I'll be talking more about those things at the event as well, and helping people to voice their grievances also. So these are some of my grievances about the government, and I'll be summoning peace. And hopefully I will also find some peace on that day. let's see what happens. I hope so. I hope we all do. So there we go, folks. That's what I'm doing with my campaign. I'm right now in Switzerland, and I'm trying to get my thoughts together for the future and try to figure out a way to go forward to help people as much as possible with the time that I have. So that's what I'm doing. I can't say more. I do call for a ceasefire, end of violence, not only around the world and in all the wars and conflicts, but also here at home. We got a lot of people with bad ideas. We need to get some good thoughts into the heads of people with bad ideas. And people who are angry and violent. We need to help them to find a solution for their anger and violence. And so that's one of the reasons why I'm setting up this artwork, so that people can have their grievances heard. And a lot of us, I've been campaigning. This is the longest job interview I've ever done. It's been, over 4 years. And ever since I started, I've been hearing everybody talk about how, they know about this cheating and that cheating, and how, all these things are wrong and nobody's listening and nobody's correcting it. Well, it's time the government really listens. That's all I can say. So I hope to bring some awareness. I hope to bring peace. Right now, we're just trying to bring peace out. We're trying to find it and decide what it is and help bring it about. I call on Hollywood to stop making so many violent movies and films and TV shows and programming. We don't need violence. I call on the people who make video games to stop making violent video games. We don't need it. We don't need it. The less violence we see, the better. I call on book writers to stop writing so many violent books. I call on music, poetry, and songwriters to write better lyrics. Let's write about love. Let's write about peace. Let's write about being nice, and let's write about nature. There's so many nice things to write about. We don't have to write about all the negative things in the world and then sing about it. It's not necessary. So, this is where I am. This is how we can go forward. We have it in our powers. Technically, the people in government work for us, the people. We hire them to go to Washington to do our will, to do our policies. But if we're wishy-washy, and if we don't know what we want, then how can we expect any change? So this is a chance to bring some change, to bring some information there, and to gather our thoughts together on what peace looks like, what do we really want. And I think my platform has a lot of good ideas that would bring a lot of peace everywhere, from apprenticeships to mothers staying home, to giving dads one day off a week to be a father. I think these are all great opportunities to bring some peace to the U.S. people. And once the U.S. starts to do these things, other countries will too. We've inspired the world many times in our short little 200 and almost 50 years. And it's a possibility to inspire once again. So we can take this moment and do it, or we can let it fall. But I'm of the belief we can do it, and I would like to go there. It's time to take the next step and bring some more good change to the world and to our people, especially our people. Our families need it. Okay, so I don't know what else to say. Put down your guns. Wars and hostilities always end with negotiation anyways. And if you hurt somebody, then, it usually also ends up in court. So, there's no need for it. There's no need. We do need to treat each other gently. And that's what we're not doing. But anyways, so on that note, I think I will end. I'll be posting some things so that you can look at them. And if you want to be included, give me some famous phrases that you like to empower people to like themselves better and to bring peace to themselves and to their neighbors and family and general state or county or whatever the case may be. Let's bring some ideas together. So yeah, all right. That's my news for today. Thanks for stopping by. If you want to find out more about me and my lawsuit, go to my website. It's susan4usa.com. That's Susan, the number 4, USA.com. And if you go to my YouTube channel, don't forget to like and subscribe to it so that, the more the merrier, I guess. You'll also get like my videos first when they get released out into the YouTube world. So there's at least that. Okay, anyway, thank you for stopping by. I wish you a nice time, and I can't remember when, I guess Wednesday I'll be back. And I think, that's after the New Year. So I guess I wish you a happy New Year a change of year from 24 to 25, and then I'll see you in the new year. All right. Thanks. Have a good day or a good evening or wherever you are. Have a nice time.